Ever wondered why some relationships feel like walking on eggshells? It's not just you. Many of us blindside these subtle signs until it's too late. But what if you could detect potential problems before they explode? We'll discuss surprising red flags that most people miss, and how addressing them can transform your connection for the better. Stay tuned to learn how steering clear of these pitfalls leads to healthier, happier partnerships. Spotting relationship red flags can save you from unnecessary heartache. Let's dive into these subtle signs that often fly under the radar. First up, communication or lack thereof. A partner who's shutting down conversations, avoiding tough topics, or dismisses your feelings could be screaming trouble. Genuine dialogue is crucial. It's like the air relationships breathe. Without it, misunderstandings stack up faster than unpaid bills. Watch out if the chat seems more like a monologue or control session. Being talked at, rather than talked with, is a red flag waving bright and red. Next, let's tackle jealousy and possessiveness. A bit of jealousy might be charming, but when it morphs into possessiveness, it's far from cute. If someone dictates who you can hang out with or monitors your phone like an overzealous security guard, it's time to rethink. This isn't love, it's control masked as affection. Trust me, you deserve better. Constant scrutiny is less love, more suffocation. This kind of ownership over you is a slippery slope to deeper issues. Now, trust, the solid foundation without which no relationship truly stands. Lies, white or otherwise, and withheld truths can tear down this pillar. It's not just about dramatic betrayals. It's also the quiet omissions that breed doubt. Once lost, trust is harder to salvage than a spilled drink at a dinner party. Transparency isn't optional but essential. It keeps love alive and thriving. Mistrust breeds resentment faster than bread left out too long. Respectful communication should not be optional either. It must be woven into the fabric of every interaction. Criticism that sounds more like an attack? A one-way ticket to trouble town. Listening, really listening, shows respect and understanding. While turning conversations into conflict marathons? A no-go. Constructive discussions value both opinions. Mutually respecting each other's thoughts leads to harmony. Don't ignore or overlook passive-aggressive behavior. Notes left around or constant sarcasm? They're signs someone can't voice their feelings directly. It's the equivalent of simmering resentment. You'll need a magnifying glass to decode these messages, and who has time for that? Solving this involves addressing things head-on. It's either now or waiting until it boils over. Recognizing abuse isn't just about the visible scars. Emotional abuse often hides behind solid walls of manipulation and silence. Guilt used as a tool is still a weapon. Emotional bruises hurt longer than any slap. Identifying these chains of abuse early can be your saving grace. Knowing it's not your fault is key. Break the cycle before it tightens its grip. Physical abuse is never acceptable. Never. A relationship must be a safety net, not a danger zone. If there's any hint of aggression, it's time to seek shelter. Not just immediately but always, you've got to put your well-being at the forefront. Evaluating red flags isn't always about running at the first sign. It's about weighing their impact. Sometimes it's a case of serious talk needed, and other times, well, it's time to pack. Open your heart to discussing the harder stuff. Bringing therapy into the room can offer a clearer path. Professional input can untangle those messy knots you both might grapple with. Setting boundaries is essential. They are the silent keepers of balance and respect. They outline your comfort zones and help maintain individuality within togetherness. It's less about walls and more about understanding each other's space. On the brink or unsure? Sometimes discussing separation isn't a sign of weakness but wisdom. It acknowledges when preserving self-worth takes precedence over shared memories. It doesn't always have to end, but no one should ever feel trapped in a toxic loop. Relationships are a two-person play, not a solo performance. Each partner contributes to the storyline. Recognizing these red flags ensures your script is not faulty. Stay cautious and aware, transforming potential chaos into a nurturing companionship. By addressing these signs early, you're building a partnership on solid ground. Emotions, while beautifully complex, have patterns we can understand. Recognizing the subtle cues before they morph into full-blown crises can save you from many unnecessary breakdowns. Stay aware, stay engaged, and cherish the connections worth holding onto. Let's make the journey worthwhile, one understanding at a time. Remember, a perfect relationship is not one devoid of problems, but one where each challenge is faced together. Spotting these red flags early brings clarity. Trust, transparency, and genuine dialogue should be desired, never compromised. You'll find healthier, happier relationships are within reach when you act decisively. Keep this checklist close, and you'll find smoother paths in your romantic journey. Don't let red flags turn into barricades. Assess, address, and adjust. Stay true to your heart and never settle for less than you deserve. Want to keep the love alive? Subscribe for fresh gift ideas. Visit Promisera for perfect gifts that match your relationship. Don't miss out on inspiration that speaks to the heart.